Alright guys, my first video. I'm gonna do a review of the 2024 Tifgalop K8 electric scooter. I guess you'd call it a hyper scooter. Just picked this one up today. It's only got 18 miles on it. Bought it pre-owned from a guy. Got a really good deal on it, and I get them used for anywhere from $800 to $900 and still like in brand new condition. And there's not a whole lot of videos on these where people tell you about everything. There's a few, but I figured I'd make one. So 67.2 volts on this one. It's fully charged. We're at 66.4 now. You hold your power button on to turn on your LCD display, and then you've got 3 gears. You've got 1, 2, and 3. You've got dual mode and single mode for running both of your electric motors at the same time, or just the rear. And you've got eco and turbo. And this one claims to get a 70-mile range on it. I'm 235-ish pounds, and the K8 has the dual suspension in the back, and it actually has the 12-inch street tires on it. And I've also got a bikey dumb, I guess you would call it. It's the knockoff of the Tifgalop T88 Plus, and we'll get to that one in a minute. But this one, only thing I don't like about it, I guess we'll go through the pros and cons. This one is you can't adjust the handlebars, and you can't really control the LEDs unless you were to do some kind of mods on it. But they change different colors, and it's well lit at night. This whole platform, I believe, lights up at night. You just can't see it right now, and this all lights up. Headlights have a blue ring around them, which is pretty cool. I don't know if you can really tell with the camera, but you got the horn, pretty loud. And you got your rear blinkers, and kind of have a blue halo around the edge of them. Brake lights and such. And this one does about 45 with me on it, and that's clocking it with my phone too, and beside a vehicle. The display doesn't read the correct speed. I have to figure out how to adjust that because the settings aren't working for the way that the company tells you to set it. And then I guess now we'll move on to the T88 Plus. I've got them both charging, so me and my son can take a ride after a while. And this one has the, I believe it's the 10-inch knobby tires. I could be wrong, it could be 11. But this is the knockoff T88 Plus. It's called a bikey dumb. And I've heard a lot of things about these. I've heard a lot of people call them parts bin scooters, just cheaply pieced together, and they don't last but a few months. My personal opinion, if somebody took care of it and you bought it used, this one's got 352 miles on it, and that is correct. And I believe it's 8 months old, so put a lot of mileage on this thing. And that's all me. When I got it, I think it had like right at 200, so I put 152 miles on it. Single and dual motor on this one as well, with the eco turbo. It's all the same thing. The quality of the parts between this one and the supposed name brand Tifgalop K8, they're all the same quality parts. This one, to be a knockoff, believe it or not, you can adjust these handlebars, and they come way up to about like right here, and I'm 6'1", so they're comfortable right here. This is where my son's comfortable at riding because he's shorter than me, but they come up significantly higher. And this one's a little bit more, it's a little faster. It's a little sketchy with these tires on it, going on the asphalt, but riding off-road in the yard and stuff, taking trails, it's really badass. I mean, there are absolutely no complaints with this one at all, and I kind of prefer this one over the K8 in a way, just because it just feels sportier. But now, again, no problems with this one. Turn the lights on. They've got like an orange ring around the lights, so you can't really see in the camera. Maybe you can if I get, yeah, there you go. And it's got little bitty lights there, and then it lights up just around the edges here. Of course, like the other one, you got brake lights, and well, there you go, brake lights, and you got your blinkers. There's no fancy colors around these, just your regular yellow blinkers. Got your horn. On this one, I have had to tighten up a lot of stuff and put a little bit of thread lock on them. This piece here was missing. It just came with that new one I bought today, so I went ahead and put that in there because the other one already had one. It was a spare, which worked out great. Got carbon fiber brake levers. I mean, you got carbon fiber calipers as well, which is pretty nice. And disc brakes. Top speed on this one with me on it and my weight's about 50. I think I've gotten it to 55, but it's a little too sketchy to go that fast. And it will do 55 with me on it at 240 pounds. So back to the K8. It'll do right at about 44, 45 with me on at top speed. I haven't figured out why. I've got the speed limiter thing adjusted all the way to 100. It's a lot more stable on the road. I don't know if it's the bigger and wider tires, which is probably the reason. It's kind of got a little step back there, your K8 where you put your feet. You can fold the seat down just like all the other ones. By far, hands down, the best handling scooter between the two hyper scooters I own. This one's the best. And I'm sure with that T88 Plus, if you put these bigger tires on it, with, you know, or just the street fat tires, the same size, 10 or 11 inch at stock on it, it would probably ride just the same as this one. That's all I got for today. I'm gonna start making some riding videos and see how you guys like that, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you.